Now, as you can see, this capacitor and this inductor was removed and put back into its place using soldering paste. It is better than using this soldering paste. It's better than using soldering wires, much better. It have a very better results. Now, about removing the plastic parts, like we have a sync tray here, and we need to remove it. But the thing is, in some cases, there are very important ICs underneath it. You have to be so careful about it. What can we do is we can put something underneath it, so we'll decrease the temperature underneath, and there won't be a problem for your IC that is underneath the main board. Because of the time, I'm just going to show you how you can remove the part so you guys can learn. First, you have to clean it. It's so dirty. Now, I'm going to use my toothbrush. Use a toothbrush, not something like a cleaner or something. Use a toothbrush or the thinner or alcohol for cleaning the main board. There's too many residuals here. Right, decreasing the airflow, increasing the airflow, decreasing the temperature. Now I'm going to dry out the board. Now I'm going to use some paste flux here. I will try to remove it without damaging it. If I want to show you how you can replace it, I will try to remove it without damaging it. But in most of the cases, you just don't need to remove it undamaged. You have to remove and put a new one there. So it won't be important to remove your part without damaging it. It doesn't matter. Paste flux. Here. It must be everywhere. Now, the temperature on 400, airflow on 4.5. That should be doing. Now I will try to remove. Whoa. These are the residuals. This mainboard have been water damaged. I'm going to increase some flux here to making sure I do not damage the board. Sorry for moving the camera. I will try to move it. Grab some part of it. Move your heater, do not keep it in one place. If you keep it in one place, the plastic inside it will be deformed. Okay, that was a little bit more. But it was because of the residuals. You have to clean it more. Now, I will put it aside for a second. as you can see, there are pads here that needs to be resolved again. But the thing is, you have to, some of the repairmen don't touch them. You have to resolve them and clean them. It will be much more easier this way. For resolve them, I will use a medium temperature soldering paste. Put them right here. On every place that needs to be resolved. Now I'm going to use my soldering iron. Alright, my soldering iron needs to be flushed, polished, and remember, always keep your soldering iron clean. Now I'm going for it again. Sorry for the inconvenience. Doing for the rest. Here, here, here. Now I will use a soldering wick. I will put it in some flux. Maybe put some flux over there. Much better. That's a lot. Adding some flux here. Now I'm going to use a soldering wick to clean the old bonding pads. All of them must be removed. Be careful about the elements around it. Alright, now I'm going to add some soldering paste. There are several videos on Instagram that you can see that they are just in a bit of a seconds. Most of them are fake, I'm telling you that. Or they just increase the speed. That is not possible. Now I'm going to do it again. As you can see, the bonds are being recreated again. I'm going to do it for all of them. Be careful that you add thing to all the pads evenly. Now I'm going to clean it again. Now I'm going to clean it. You know, cleaning it is not necessary. It is just for making sure that you have done it right. You have to check the board. Now I have to clean it again to making sure that all the bonding pads may have thin on them evenly. Now Again, adding some flux. Like that. As a fish. Adding more flux. I will do it in everywhere. Wash your hands after that. Wash your hands. It's not good for your health. Now, my SIM card tray, I'm going to break it back into its place, making sure it's in its place. Now I will decrease the airflow to 3 and 400 degrees of temperature. The middle is in place, the rounds are in place. Cool for 30 seconds, that would do your job. And as you can see, we have done it. All you have to do is to be careful what you're heating. It is very important. For instance, this is CPU. If you remove this element, you have to cover it. There are several ways to cover it. You can put a coin here, or you can put a shield here. When you want to remove these parts that are around something very important or something dangerous, you have to cover them, or you will damage the element, the ICs, because these ICs been glued to the board, and when you're increasing the temperature around them, the thing doesn't have anywhere to go when it's been high tempted. So you have to move somewhere. When it is glue, it doesn't go. So there will be a problem about shortage. You will have that. Then you just have to remove the IC, reball it, and put it back in. About reballing the ICs, we have removed 2 parts over there, but the IC around it was actually moved. So I have to clean that area and put my IC and reball my IC and put it back into its place. How it is done, stay with me.